Hello, and we are back once again, and it is not the same day as the last episode, or the last day I recorded. Like I said, it was. It's actually the next day because things happened, and now it is the next day. In fact, it's over 24 hours since I did the last episode, in which I believe we got something out of event. This invitation. Not sure where it's going to get us, but it did lead us onto a road. But I did leave a piece of paper myself to remind me where we were. I'm going to read you what it says. Hi, by the way, we're playing the Séance of Blake Manor. If you clicked on this video, you probably know that already. This is episode something. My list of to-do things are: confront Omara about fight. Oh, confront Omara / Senate about fight. Because I think these are the people on our hot list who haven't been ruled out yet. Library research. Got a bunch of things to research in the library. They're written down on my little pad thing. Dr. Callahan, prove his research. We kind of hit a brick wall with that. Something luggage now. Great. Luggage room. Oh, something invents in luggage room. We did that. That's what we did. Evidence check. Look through all of it. I wrote this down because I think this is important, because I think you've probably well on top of this, but all of this, there's probably some things I haven't looked at in a while, and there were definitely some things that I needed to make sure I hadn't forgotten. Also, we realized when we looked into the mystery of whatever it was, one of the things, we realized it would have connected the screwdriver to the vent thing and allowed us to make that, well, head to the vent and try the screwdriver on it before, but we didn't do that. And then by the time we looked at it in the evidence thing, it was too late. So I am going to do a quick look through all of these. Maybe I'll do that first, to make sure we're not missing any connections that may have been established inside the game, because we need some leads, I'm not going to lie, which is why we're doing some of these things. Also, in the 7 p.m. slot, don't forget to go to the changing room, gents, because there are a couple people in there who I want to talk to. Omara and McLeod, I think. McLeod. So, first things first, I think we're going to go through these mysteries, just to make sure we have all the maps with all the evidence we've gathered laid out. So let's start with the dream. Okay, that all seems fine. I'm going to make sure everything's marked as seen, so that we know there'll be an exclamation mark if there's more to look at. Okay. Research the Fae. We did research the Fae, and we're discussing it with people. It's not really leading us that many places, I can't lie. It is tricky keeping track of a lot of things. I don't know where this is leading us. The mystery of the haunting. Not making much headway on that. The culprit we'll go to in a minute. All of this, I think we've done all this, so we'll mark that as seen. What was our conclusion? Yes, this was the mystery of the tutorial. Miss Dean's attendance. Yeah, we've got this open and closed stuff that we haven't really figured out what to do with. I don't think it fits the weird thing in... I think it was in Evelyn Dean's room, the funny little dot pattern. I think we'll get something for that. I think it'll be similar to when we got the dot pattern for Dupre's trunk, where we couldn't figure it out without a little bit of extra help. So I'm bashing my microphone. Mysterious objects is the thing we've just found, and that was the invitation. I found some evidence, likely stashed by Miss Dean, that indicate her reason for being here. She must not have wanted others to find them. I should search Blake Manor for whatever else she may have hidden away in secret. So we think Miss Dean may have hidden this? Okay, well, I'll keep searching around. That's fine. Tickety tick. Don't think there's anything new in here. Oh, okay. So what popped out? Northeast corridor key. We've got that. Signs of child's play. in room 2. So these are the 3 rooms that don't have people in. I think this might also be a room. That was Evelyn Dean's room, and there was nothing really in there. Child's Play. I'm not sure about that one. What's the tale of Percival Blake? Percival Blake was drowned in retaliation for supposedly walling up some locals, though no signs of walling has been found. But we did find signs of walling because we found the walled up lovers. But for some reason, Percival Blake has not been connected to the walled up lovers. I feel like we resolved this, didn't we? And the missing doorway was room 15. Right? As far as I remember. That disappeared. Basically, the sun archway and room 15 were both hidden behind a rune thing that we resolved. So that's fine. Anything new from the fight? Nothing. So that's the thing we're doing with O'Mara. We're going to check the exclamation marks in here just to make sure we're fine. Hisham. Yeah, I think that's fine. Nothing new here. Joyce. Fine. I mean, I'll click her, but let's just click the ones with the exclamation marks on to make sure. Callahan. Fear. Unusual hair colour. I wonder if the Bendry protector business is going to be connected to, because we're looking for, do I write it down? Probably not. The Saint Brigid. We're looking for someone who can represent Saint Brigid, and it wasn't Miss Joyce. These all seem fine. Let's try Coventry. Nothing new. We just haven't clicked on that. Lau, I think nothing new. Now room 3, room 3 I think is in a place I can't get to. Lau. Yes, we don't have the Northwest Corridor key, and the Northwest Corridor key is, sorry that I keep having to, in the stables in Hunter's safe. Maybe we should go and have a look at that again just to make sure we haven't missed anything. Back to mysteries. Okay. Maybe I'll write this down. Lau, room 3, investigate, Northwest key. Okay, that seems fairly legible. That seems fine. Everything else. This Blake, how are we going to get to... this is going to have to be when we get into... Okay, so the other thing that we can't seem to get into this door. We can walk up to it and it'll say, don't think you should be in here. Right, here we are. We know she's there. It is dinner, isn't it? Now, dinner's going to take up about 20 minutes of our time to chat to people. So let's quickly... Oh, what were the other shit I was doing? Library research, confront, evidence check we did. So let's go to the changing rooms quickly, because I don't think there'll be loads going on there. Then let's go to dinner to see who we can chat with. And then let's see who we want to chat to resolve things. Now I know O'Mara, I believe, is in the gents changing room with McLeod. So let's find out what that's all about. There's a chance I may have already known about it. Like there's a reason I've marked myself as having to go there to see what she's up to. Ooh, no one is. We were in here before. No one's watching. Just while I'm here, let's just double check. Okay. Okay, so we went... See, I'm distracting myself immediately, but we need to take whatever opportunity we can to make sure we've absolutely checked everything in here. with the time that we need. These are some books. I think they're ordinary books. I'll check them if there's nothing else. Okay, that's a newspaper. We've seen newspapers. Great. Now the letter we didn't look at. We might have looked at it in the prologue and then decided not to look at it again when we redid the prologue. But I'm going to look at it now just to get it in my evidence if we need it. Letters requesting gramophone records for the rooms, respectively for the drawing room and the bedroom of one Dr. Callahan. Okay, so that would have been a clue for finding gramophone records. We have found them. We can't take the gramophone records out of the drawing room, as far as I can tell. And then here was the letter of complaint. Stationery, I think, is just normal stationery. Letters. Shut this a minute. Yeah, how do I shut this? Can I shut you? If I walk over here, will you shut yourself? Great. I just want to be able to... Yep, everything's fine. Let's have a look at this safe. No doubt this houses important hotel documents such as finances. And I don't think I've got anything. So now is the perfect time, while I'm thinking, I don't know how to get into this safe, to go over the evidence just to make sure I'm familiar with all the things I have, and maybe I can open the safe. So this we've just got. Let's go in reverse order. Right. Blah, 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 blah. Why would we want to discuss this? I mean, we can do, but... And who's this? Who is this? Is that the Marquess himself? Okay. We've got nowhere on the washerwoman, but maybe we should ask Fia. Cantanavi? Is that her name? Mantanavi? Right, another piece of paper. I think I'm going to write it down here. Right, evidence that I haven't chased up enough. That's not, I'm basically writing that down. Evidence to chase up more. Washerwoman. Probably nothing, but I'm going to double check with Fia and Mantanavi. And how much of the staff have I asked? I've asked McLeod. She's in tune with that shit. Or maybe I'll ask Dr. Callahan as well, because maybe he'll bring his camera down. So we're still looking for opportunities to Mantovani to prove, for Dr. Callahan to prove himself. Right. Idolized wife. Yeah. Yes. We haven't really spoken about Mary Blake that much. It's the signature we use to double check some things. Spoken a bit about the ground seance. That's normally to ask people why they're here and what their deal is and what they're looking forward to, or their spiritual connections to stuff. So maybe there's a reason to ask some of the people about it. But most people we've spoken to, we've kind of got an idea on their deal. Yes. These was some of the stuff that we used just to kind of, in the tutorial, to get our way around. Strange occurrences. It feels like a bit of a dead end. Like, I think it just brings out generic things in people. It's not getting us anywhere. Like, people are like, oh yes, I've noticed some spooky things, or oh yes, I can't sleep. It's the same with the dreams, really. It's kind of, you've got to kind of pick the right people. Maybe at that. This we've resolved. This we've got out. This, and there's still a couple of people I could talk to about that, but because St. Bridget is still someone we're chasing up. Right, remember all of this stuff we've done. Forged leaving letter. Yeah, this was all part of the tutorial. I could ask more about the strange device. Maybe I should. Okay, strange device. Who do I want to ask about the strange device? Who's actually going to give us some information? Now, Varley doesn't know anything. He's the hotel manager. He's just like, I just work here. They put that there. I'm not the spooky guy. I just make sure the hotel's working. The staff are mostly just there for hotel reasons. So who... Have I spoken to Mantovani? Let's try Mantovani on that one. Yeah, we haven't spoken to her. Let's speak to Fia again. Again, this is a kind of thing for the spooky people. We could ask Dr. Callahan, because he's, you know, he's a mixture of spooky and technology. And possibly... What's his name? He's the French guy. Toussaint. Maybe. Okay. Onward. Oh dear. Unusual Celtic cross. Eyes. Yeah, there's something going on with is his name Murphy? No, Murphy's Doyle. Something going on with me. He's got issues. Right, this is us. Yeah. Okay, this is when we went through Toussaint's kind of thing. This is when we went through Bumper Clutch's deal. Yeah, none of that. Miss Dean's journal. Can I look through it? Can I open it up again? Some of these symbols... Oh, the plus is on the well. I can't remember what else is on the well. Maybe I'm reading too much into this. Yeah, I think this was just to get a feel for the dates and stuff. Okay. Strange dreams, yeah. The runes that open the door. Yep, we did all that. We got Darcy's room key. Yep. Mama Bridget. Breed. That's fine. Turpentine. Yeah, don't need any of this. Treasure map. Don't need to ask about that because we figured it out. Coded papers. This was the thing I think we hadn't really solved. Yeah, this is all part of her wandering around the maze. This is part of O'Mara's storyline. That was following Miss Dean's kind of like dazed trashing of the manor as she wandered out to the garden. Didn't really get to the bottom of this, but maybe we will when we talk to O'Mara. I don't know if it would be related to O'Mara's tale of death-defying angel hunting, or if it is related to O'Mara's possible Emily Dean fighting. Slipper was through the thing. Well-worn tarot deck. I mean, yeah, she does tarot. Didn't really need to chase it up. This we've kind of got to almost a conclusion on with Dupre, but we haven't quite figured it out. This bullshit, who knows? This is creepy as hell. It makes a... I don't know if you can hear the noise of the game as much as I can, but when you stand in this area, it goes kind of... I'm aware we're 18 minutes in and haven't actually moved, but bear with me. This shit is getting us nowhere. Like, I don't think I've asked anyone anything that's given us fruitful information. This is what we've got to chase up. I don't think so. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. No, yeah. Didn't get anywhere with this. All this, really. But we did get these out of it. And then that's also a mystery. We think that was young Blake, didn't we? 451. I think we should look at the... Right, I'm going to quickly go out of this. I want to see what the actual code to the safe looks like. Is this the only safe we found? Have we looked at the safe before? I feel like we've looked at the safe before. What's the code for this? I need to turn us our left for the first number, right for the second, left again for the third. We've definitely seen a safe before. It might have been this one. No, it's not this one because I wouldn't expect to spend time looking at it. Oh yeah, the other safe is in Hunter's stable because that's probably where the key is. Yeah, I've got nothing. I've got nothing. Back to this bullshit. Okay, la, past all the people. No family. Yep, this is when we're in what's his name's room. Who's this? Yes, okay. Fetters, sure. Maybe we can talk to him about it. Maybe he... This is confusing as well. I forgot all about this, but until I was just reminded. Journal, Mr. Dupre. That was some of the Mr. Dupre stuff. That's Mantovani's storyline. Sure. That's the angel. I used this just now. Yep, this is part of their storyline. I haven't really got anywhere with that, but we have got some information. This Father Sinner sequence. This hasn't really come up. Can I look at it? Yeah, it doesn't really help, does it? Ah, the well symbols. Flowers. That was not in the journal. Discussing the need to find a husband. Yep. Okay. Interestingly, not discussable with anyone yet. Why? Why? Right, we've got the bloody vase on the go. The Fae, we've no idea what's going on. Bloody handkerchiefs. This is Mantovani. Yep. That was the Mantovani storyline. This is when we started chatting to Fia. And this is some of the stuff from... This is from Hisham's room. Third aspect. Yes, and that. Okay, so we're not missing loads. I'm glad we just can't... I just want to make sure I wasn't missing anything. Okay, so I don't know how to resolve the ongoing mysteries yet, but I'm glad I don't have like things hanging over me, at least that I'm aware of, that I haven't put together yet. With that said, I wonder what the earliest time was we could have gotten into his office, because there definitely were people looking at the office door, in the office, or hanging around the office. What's the quickest way to get to the gents? Up here, right, okay. Whee! And we have to go through the closet. The closet's here. Statues, man, you know? Okay. Gonna pull this a little bit closer. Blood-stained thingy, or not blood. It wasn't blood-stained according to what's her face. Into the hidden door. Mamma mia. Now this is the ladies, I think. No, we're gonna go. Somebody is coming.
Now, what was the blasted code again?
Ooh, okay. Where is he?
How do you know about this place?
Both of them.
Miss Dean showed me.
Did she?
She's a wonder at finding hidden places.
Okay.
Do you still love her?
Excuse me?
Is that relevant?
No, I suppose it's not.
So, Miss McCloyd is here to find a husband. Have she and Omara been flirting a little bit? Is there something there? Are they going steady? What is happening? Is there a frisson?
And you are willing then to marry?
Aha!
Aha! I have it. Best we discuss further inside. Now, explain this to me. We marry, but it's actually you, Victoria, and I that...
Hello?
Sir, no, it's not. I have to go.
Did she see me?
Ivy!
I told you there was something going on with those two.
Blasted timing on you, sir. I was onto a good thing there.
Speaking of a good thing.
What on earth has you loitering around here anyway? I don't have time for your answer. I should go after her.
No, wait, I want to talk to you about... I want to accuse...
Ivy! Hold on a moment.
Oh. Okay. What have we got? Gonna try and make sure I follow up on stuff that's happening. Right, hit me. Where was it? Evidence the fight. Evidence the fight. So it doesn't appear in the fight. Maybe I should go straight to Lao. Okay. Damn it. Well, no, I don't want to be over here. Where did they go? I'm going to the bar. I'm going to see who's in the bar. Mysteries upon mysteries. Okay, so there's definitely... I'm just going to Who's down here? What are you guys up to? Do you think I want... Skerritt? Do I care about Skerritt? Skerritt's not my guy, is he? Skerritt is my guy. Skerritt, not Sinot. Skerritt and O'Mara. Let's ask... I'm going to ask him while he's here. Alright. Where were you?
Again, Mr. Ward.
Bridge game, please. I did ask you about the bridge game. Tell me again. Were you at the bridge game on Tuesday night? Oh, I don't think so. On Tuesday? No, I was relaxing fireside in the library. Fireside in the library, eh? Skerritt. Fireside in library. In inverted commas. Okay, but what does that mean? Now, unlike some of the people, he hasn't offered cooperation. No one's... Where are other people? Got anything else for me? Cigar stains. The Fae. What do we know about him? A menacing letter to Miss Dean. He could have been fighting with her. I'm going to ask about this in case this comes up. I think it's going to be nothing, but it might come up. Do you happen to be a smoker, Mr. Scarron? Well, a man must be allowed a vice here and there, don't you think? Okay, fine. The Fae. Oh, I'm going to find out where you are. Do you have any plans for the weekend? Well, now, I plan to attend a few talks today, namely those of our hosts, Miss Mantovani and the Marquess. Damn it! That's what I missed out on, talking to the Marquess. Then a quick drink at the bar at 6 p.m. before the ball at 9. Then tomorrow, if I get enough sleep, they have a reverend coming for a service at 11 a.m. in the graveyard church. Somewhat of a way to atone for the night before. Then I attend to rest up in the bar until the silent dinner. Whatever nonsense that is. One last meal before the big event, eh? Great, thanks.
Good day, Mr. Skerritt. Good day.
Yeah, he doesn't talk like the way I made him talk, but here we go. Varley, behind the bar, eh?
May I be of service, Mr. Ward?
Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, let me ask you about this bullshit. Is it true Miss Dean was specially invited to the manor? If she was, I was not informed. Regardless, we're not liable to discuss that information with our guests, Mr. Ward. Okay. What's your timetable? Where are you? Would I find you behind reception over the weekend should I meet you? Either here or in the office, for the most part, in which case ring the bell for my attention. there are few exceptions. I'll be covering the bar for Mr. Doyle at 7 p.m. this evening, as you can see me here. So if you need me at that time, that is where you'll find me, which is where you'll find me right now. And naturally, I'll be overseeing the ball at 9 p.m. Then tomorrow, the silent dinner is at 8 p.m. While the staff will not be in attendance, I will be outside to prepare you. And finally, the séance is at 9 p.m. and I shall be present. Great. I've asked no one about this. Is it important? Do I care? Shall I use this as filler when I'm running out of time on the hour? Possibly. He doesn't care about this shit. I'm not going to ask him.
I need nothing else, thank you.
Certainly.
As for you... And you. What's your deal? I've barely got anything out of you. Right, as for you, maybe I'll ask you about that thing that I said. I forgot what it was.
Mr. Ward, what can I do for you?
What if I do if I ask you about your own stuff? The old well. Maybe I'll ask you about that. And maybe I'll ask you about that. Oh yeah, there were a couple of things actually I wanted to ask you about. The washerwoman and the strange device, that's fine. Let's take it from the top. Do you know anything about the well and the hedge maze? I do. I forgot what your accent is. It's old. Very old. From before this place was built. Probably not the only bit of antiquity around either. It's Fear's belief that the well is the lifeblood of this entire region. I'm inclined to agree with her. Great. Now, while I got you, you were at the bridge game. Shadowy figure. Can you help with the shadowy figure? I need you to help me with something. Bring your camera. Doctor, if I told you I'd seen a large shadowy figure on the grounds, what would you say? Any other place or person, and you might find yourself in a white jacket. But here, me, I'd say if it's truly large, then it's not a mortal's ghost. Perhaps you're seeing the echo of an old god, one of Tuatha De Danan's. I've never learned to pronounce it. Okay. That's fine. Let's ask where you're going to be. What are your plans for this Saturday, Doctor? And in fact, why don't you answer me as if I asked you in the morning so you can tell me what you already did? I'm glad you asked, Mr. Ward. Perhaps I can rope you into joining the talks. I'm attending all of them, you know. There's one at 11, 3, and 5 today. I actually plan to spend much of the day in the drawing room. Ah, is that so, Dr. Callahan? Well, if I'd known that, and I'd known I could go into the drawing room, I probably would have spoken to you hours ago, but such is life. Oh, and my Aunt Fear is doing 1 to 3. You should attend. You know, maybe I should have attended. And I have lunch plans with her at 1. Otherwise, I think I'll be in the bar all evening. I need to get myself ready for the ball, so to speak. And now as for tomorrow, well, I plan to get some fresh air in my lungs. I hope to get plenty of pictures of the stables. The horses certainly have a fondness for staring at empty spaces. I have to wonder if my spirit camera might capture the things my eyes will not. Then there's Mr. Coventry's talk at 5, and before that, of course, mine. The drawing room at 3, Mr. Ward, if you wish to attend. Then it's back to the bar for a few hours to kill some time until the main event. Perfect. Thank you. I don't think he's going to add anything. Strange device. I think you're the guy. What do you make of that odd device in the atrium? Now that is a thing. I've been studying it. The readings have been growing as we draw nearer to the séance. The veil thinning. Maybe. But for that I would expect it a steady grow. One that only peaked on the 31st. No, this is climbed by 1s and 2s. My theory is that its increases are linked to guest arrivals. And I should note that it finally filled the night you arrived. Interesting, kind of what we already knew, but good to know. And I'm going to ask you about the washwoman. Maybe you take a photo of her and we can complete your destiny. Now, when I arrived at the I saw the damnedest thing. A woman washing clothes in the fountain. Huh. Well, assuming the staff hadn't gone mad, then I would think what you saw was a Ben Nye. Tell me, Was she washing a garment? She was. A shawl. I do not know whose it was. A shame. It might have told us who was to die. The being nigh or washwoman foretells the death of a person. And those who see her, well, they too feel the touch of death. That is to say, they are still in mourning over death, however long ago it happened. And my character his brother died, which we found out either recently or a long time ago and I forgot. Since you saw her, well, I'm sorry for whatever loss has befallen you. Thank you, but surely everyone should see her. We've all felt loss at some point in our lives. Felt it, yes. Been haunted by it? Perhaps haunted isn't the right term, our location considered. When my father died, for example, I was sad, but I have let that go. I'm still sad for his passing, but I'm not weighed down by it. That is the difference. Okay, well, I think I asked you everything I wanted to ask you, to be honest. I haven't really... I mean, I might as well ask you about this, since this is the thing we're bloody stuck on. This is your bag of spells, then? I'm not sure I'd refer to it as such, but it's not entirely untrue either. Please, do what I cannot, and help me convince my aunt that I am ready to, I suppose you could say, graduate. Okay, so I'll just speak to Fia then. Alright, bye.
I have to be on my way.
Be well, Mr.
Yeah, right. I don't think I've got anything to add to you, but just...
And you're back. What can I do you for?
What can I do you for? Nothing. Nothing, you're fine.
No, I should go.
Only do something if you want.
Yeah. I don't need that from you. Okay. Right. Where is everyone? So I can go to the dining room. There's no one that I know is up there. There's no one that I know is there. Dupre is a mystery right now. Balls. Alright, let's just go eat. Supply closet. So this way. Let's go back to the atrium. The dining hall is hopefully not where I just came from. I think it's... Let's just check. There. Okay, well. It was closer to where I just come from, but we'll pretend I needed to go this way for reasons. Alright, let's go have some dinner. I'm going to ask you some stuff first before I pop in.
Hello again, sir. You here for the meal?
Oh, I can't. I just have to go have the meal. Yes, please.
Certainly, sir. Let me show you to your seat.
Thank you, kind Doyle. No, your name's not Doyle, is it? Is it Doyle? I think it is Doyle.
I understand the concern, Signorina. I do... Oh, but Mr. Ward, would you like to join us?
Yes, please.
We were just talking about, well, whether this seance is such a good idea. You're welcome to join us if you'd like.
Well, thank you. Did I say next time I sat down for dinner I'd see what happened if I got up? The thing is, I'm concerned if I get up, I will leave the room. And this conversation will be gone forever. I don't know if I get up, I'll be allowed to move to a different table and hear a different conversation. And I'm too scared to try. Maybe this conversation, they're both kind of magical people, plus this fucker. Maybe between them we'll get some decent information that will start piecing the spooky things together, because we've got a lot of spooky questions and not well, we got a medium amount of spooky answers, but not as many spooky answers as we have spooky questions. So
I'd be delighted to. Is there doubt about the seance?
See, Signorina Callaghan has concerns about it taking place.
If you ask me, Mr. Ward, there's nothing good to come of this. best to leave these lands be.
A
They're
hypothesis.
unsettled enough already.
We got a hypothesis from that. Does that mean we had enough information prior to sitting down that just was enough to... Alright, just double check. If you ask me, Mr. Ward, there's nothing good to come of this. Best to leave these lands be.
I could say, amica mia, that it's only one spirit. One among many, apprehended for less than an hour. Were it to cause much trouble, I would not do it. This is, of course, a lie. How can I say it is safe when it has not been done before? Of course I would risk this. And the Marquess, he sees value in that risk too.
Okay.
I'm not sure the Marquis knows what's good for him.
What does... what's the Marquess's deal? There's some shit going on. I mean, the obvious guess is that he wants to bring his wife back. Right? I mean, he seems to be haunted by her loss, as it were, and his son's withdrawn. But there's also so much evil surrounding this. I don't know what the larger story is. But maybe we can ask some questions. Yeah, I'm interested in Callahan's reckoning.
What is it that has you so concerned, Miss Callahan?
Like, I feel like we know enough about you. Especially as we've concluded your story in the game.
See, this was once sacred ground. There are portals, ways to the other world, underground, all over the country. But this place housed a significant one.
Okay.
I worry that when our medium here calls forth something from the other side, she'll call the wrong thing.
Okay.
You offend me. I'm a better medium than that.
I was going to say, that's a bit rude. Oh, easy, easy. Save it for the seance.
You'll call out in a place you don't know, where things you don't know walk. They are tricksters. They can call back in any way that pleases you.
I mean, it's like you are more of a protector, keeping the spiritual peace kind of person. You are much more cautious in terms of your role in the magical realm compared to you, who have, you know, despite I have my sympathies for you, have mainly been kind of like, let's bulldoze through the spiritual world and see what we can get out of it, make a profit, have a good life, blah, blah, blah. So I can see why.
And right now, you seem most eager to succeed at any cost.
And she does want the money to send back to her family.
Excuse my interrupting. A portal. Underground.
Why aren't you sitting?
As such, I.
Do you know a way to it?
Okay.
Oh, that's long lost since the invasions. Not that I'd tell a man of God, even if it wasn't. Hasn't your kind plundered our myths enough?
Well, 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 well. Alright, and if I go in, you'll be like, I need to clear up.
Sorry, sir.
Yeah. Who's in there? Turns out. Lau, who I do want to speak to. Barbosa, is that? Quinn. And I can't remember his name. We've barely spoken to this guy. I can't remember what his deal is. Okay, that's fine. I think we got good stuff out of that. Bloody O'Mara's getting away, though. Okay, I do want to speak to Fia, but I guess we're not going to have to speak to her in this hour. But I think that one. I think if we speak to Fia, that might bring us to the end of the Dr. Callahan arc. It sounds like. I think just having another little word with him concreted that. So maybe I'll. Where's my list of stuff? No. Right. Speak to Fia about Dr. Callahan. Great. Oh, cross that one off. Cross that one off. I mean, I didn't really confront... Donk. Let's do the hypothesis in a sec. I didn't really confront Skerrit. Not Skerrit. So he's still a suspect, and he sent those threatening letters, so... Alright, let's go into fear. Is there anyone else with an exclamation mark? Okay. Yes, the clandestine meeting. Ooh. Varley. What's in the safe? No, I need to click on it, don't I? What's in the safe? There's 2 safes, and I've got nothing so far on what I think they might, the codes might be. Fear. You have a hunch this isn't the person. I think for small shoes, I think. We've only got 3 out of 9 facts unlocked. How many of these people have we got? So we got 24 people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 out of 24 people we've ticked off and taken the spooky juice out of the machine. Right. But we can do... We're on the cusp of 2 more. Him, I think, by speaking to fear. Him by... I don't know what I'm meant to do. Oh yeah, we need a representative of Maman Brigitte in the guise of Saint Bridget. Okay, that's fine. Anyway, fear. Fear is worried about the spiritual aftermath of the seance. Ooh, something coming out of the well, which old well symbols. She didn't want to help. I like to try and imagine what the hypothesis is going to be before I get all the little blanks. I'm not really sure about fear. There's a lot going on. Like she turned down the apprentice, taking on Evelyn Dean as an apprentice. She's got Rory as her apprentice, but Rory's mum is like, don't really like it. Rory wants to be free from her. She's put the symbols on the well. The scrying. I forget what the scrying is. Oh, the magical post of asking well visions and insights. She's a protector. So I think the overall thing about fear is, as a spiritual protector of the land, she wants to stop the seance from taking place, to prevent the emergence of an unknown entity from the other world. Something like that. Fear's goal is to stop the seance, to prevent the emergence of the other... I don't know. What do we got? I think this is going to be to protect. And this is going to be... what do we got here? This is going to be Seance's aftermath. To protect the... well? Not... ooh, tricky. Because I thought it would be might prevent. What's this one going to be? Land. What about bless the land, bless the well to protect the land? She did bless the well. Bless the well. Bless, divine, protect. Oh, God. It's something like this. Oops. Protect the well. No, this is protect. Protect. Bless. Bless the well to protect the land from the seance's aftermath. Consider. What if... I think it's going to be a failure. Oh, yay! I know what happened here.
Miss Callahan is worried that the seance is going to leave the region decimated, so she is trying to protect the sacred waters to stop that from happening. I should find and confront her about this.
Well, she's in the dining hall, and I can't go in there. So, also, speak to Fear. Confront! Exclamation mark. There's a lot going on with Fear. We really need to find Fear next episode, don't we? Yeah. Look at all this stuff on the top of my screen. Okay, Doyle,
Sorry, sir. Would you mind waiting until we had the place cleared before returning?
Yeah, I don't care about that shit. But apparently I can't. What's going on with you? Nothing, really. What's going on with you, Doyle?
Sorry, sir.
Yeah, okay. Shit. What do we do now? Well, I guess I wanted to go to the library. Let's go to the library, which I believe is off the atrium. I mean, what have we got? We've got about 10 minutes left on this episode. Let's do a little bit of research. Now, what things did I want to research? The vase, the angel Sweebra, and Keening, I think. Is this the library up here? What are you? Okay. Religion. Is the angel going to be in religion? Is anyone else in here? Hello? Just double check. Dark music. Okay, let's find out if the angel Suivre is in here. Yep, I'm not going to read that again. Should I look these up? We've seen a bunch. There are a number of designs synonymous with Celtic culture and spirituality. I list here a few. The Triskelion, 3 spirals joined together at their outermost points, and the design at the center and the center of the design. Thought to represent the physical world, the spirit world, and the aftermath, or alternatively, birth, life, and death. 3 spirals joined together. Okay. Oh yeah, I can picture that. Triquetra, an ancient symbol of tri-pointed endless knot, now understood to represent the Holy Trinity. The Dara knot, a complicated square knot without end, associated with St. Patrick, the patron saint of Ireland. The Dara knot is a symbol of unity and peace. Okay, I don't think I need that. Anything over here? Blake history. No. Unless the vase is in there. I don't think so. Blake family. Yep. I'm just gonna look up Mary Blake because I feel like she might be central to this whole operation. After her marriage to Jonathan Blake, the Marquess of Doon in 1881, she gained the title of Marchioness. Marchioness Blake established the Blake Foundation in 1890. Through the foundation, the Marchioness constructed and funded several orphanages. We've read this, haven't we? Because I remember going, the orphanage. Ragged schools and widows' almshouses in impoverished rural towns. I think we definitely read all of this. Teaching in schools, philanthropy. Then she died. Blake. Okay. Spiritualism. Maybe that's where we'll find the mix of guides. Is there anything I want to look up? No. I want things that are more specific, that I'm kind of Irish history. Okay. Yeah. Keening. I did want to look up Keening. It's written here. Keening, or lamenting over the dead, is an ancient custom practice in Ireland, with origins dating back to Eastern nations. The Irish word for keening, sinna, closely resembles the Hebrew sinna, meaning both lamentation or weeping with clapping of hands. Traditionally, Irish bards led the funeral songs that addressed the deceased genealogy, rank, possessions, virtues and vices. But over time, hired mourners, often women, took over. I've just remembered that my character, Ward, doesn't know how to speak Irish. which I'm using as a cover for the fact that I don't pronounce Irish. Till about the middle of the last century, the custom was generally adhered to in Ireland as well in families of the highest condition as among those of the lowest orders. As well as in families? Of late years, the custom has fallen greatly into disuse and is now of a rare occurrence, except in some few old families and among the peasantry, which has become more of a wordless, mournful cry. Okay, that's keening, sure. Standing stones. We found a standing stone in the maze. Standing stones, or menhir, are large, deliberately placed stones found around the world, but especially in Ireland. There's no consensus on the purpose of the standing stones. There are no records detailing it, nor any surviving traditions that could be reliably traced. However, there are several theories as to their purpose. Those most commonly held would posit they marked the boundaries of territories, or that they had ritual significance to old druidic religion. Some menhir, clochfada in the Irish tongue, are found to be inscribed with long forgotten and therefore indiscernible language. Great. Cool. World history? I don't think so. Angel. I want the bloody angel. Are you in here, angel? Sweden. And the washerwoman. We know about the washerwoman, but let's look at the Sweden. The madness of the Sweden tells the story of Sweden mac Colwyn, a king of the Dalnaridi, a region in the northeast of Ireland. Who tried to expel Bishop Ronan from church activities on his land. Sweden eventually attempts to murder the bishop and succeeds in killing the bishop's psalmists with a spear. In response, Bishop Ronan cursed Sweden so that he would wander the land like a bird, and second, that he would eventually die by the spear, just as he had killed the monk. The tale describes how Sweden wandered the world as a madman, moving from tree to tree until he eventually dies in the very way the curse was detailed. Throughout his mad wanderings, Sweden occasionally stops at each location to recite a poem. Some say that anyone who sees the bird or hears the poems will themselves be driven to madness. Now, what the hell was the Sweden? It was an angel. Where did we hear about it? The Aoshi and the Fear Goat. I don't remember those. Turnip heads are around the place. Towards the end of October and with the approach of Halloween, it's not uncommon to see carved lanterns adorning doorsteps and windowsills. In Ireland and Scotland both, there's a long-held tradition of carving a face into a turnips and putting a lit candle inside them. The tradition is thought to stem from the Irish folklore of Stingy Jack, a spirit barred from both heaven and hell and forced to work the earth eternally. Whether this is true or not, these carved turnips are thought to serve a practical purpose. It is thought that on Halloween night, the veil between life and death is thin, and spirits walk the earth, many with ill intent. These turnips are carved into grotesque faces and lit as lanterns to ward off any spirits that would do the living harm. Okay, now the washerwoman we kind of know. Whoever's clothes she's washing will die. I'm sorry if you can hear that alarm going off outside. Okay, Sweebener, great. I don't think we need flora and... Is there anything I'd like to look up? White heather. We've got white heather, and I think MacLeod's got white heather. Heather is found in abundance across Scotland, especially in the drier heathlands. There are several types, although the most common and therefore the most iconic is common heather, also known as ling. Ling is typically a pink-purple colour, but a much rarer variety of ling with white flowers is also observed to be growing in the region. White heather is associated with battles and conflict, but is thought to bring good luck to anyone who carries it. One common usage of white ling, with this superstition in mind, is its inclusion in bridal bouquets. Okay, so MacLeod is looking for a husband, possibly wearing the white heather as a kind of good luck charm for finding a husband. Fine, that makes sense. Medicine. Medical text. We looked this up, didn't we? Miss Darcy. Let's look it up again. Ah, yes, we did look this up. Why is it going to cost us? Why is it going to cost us time to look it up again? Yes, because we know Darcy had a miscarriage. World mythology. Yes, 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 yes. Apparently not. Again, I don't think geography's going to help us now. No. I've been to Munster, but the Munster in Germany. Is there anything I want to look up? I think I do want to look up dreams and lucid dreaming. I'm at a dead end with that. Come on, books, help me. Dreams are a part of the sleep experience and act as a way to process one's experiences of that day. They're often abstract and sometimes surreal and range from pleasant to frightening. Psychologists and scientists are still trying to understand the true nature and depth of the subject, but as with any mystery, it's drawn its fair share of enthusiasts who find meaning in the symbolism involved. Since dreams are often mercurial and often soon forgotten after sleep, many soon turn to lucid dreaming to better control and recall. Lucid dreaming, a type of dream state wherein the dreamer is aware they are dreaming and has control inside said dream. Yep, we kind of knew that already. Dreamers may be able to control, explore, and recall dreams in a way that's not possible from normal dreamers' sleep, normal, deeper sleep. There are many ways to achieve a lucid dream state, and like many skills, it will get better with practice. A common method is to induce sleep states in such a way as to block entering deeper sleep. Examples include waking the dreamer regularly or using specially crafted music to block the mind from entering deep slumber. Would a psychologist or doctor know more about this? Maybe. Damn it! I have learned. I've got this. I did try it, right? Mr. Dupre saw it in his dream as well. Did we have the same dream? Having seen it in the journal, I suspect there's something to this. I should look for 2 more instances of it to be certain. I think I did do that. Yeah. And then this. Not pleased to see them. That's part of the fight, I think. And then this was just some symbols. And then some pages were torn out. What are the... Inconclusive connection. Potential connection. At some point I have to go to my bloody room and try and sleep again. Maybe 8 PM is the time to do it. Or I could do it with this hour, to be honest. I'm at the hour now. Putting it in my thing. Lucid dream trial? Question mark? The thing seems to suggest I have all the information I need. Armchair, that's an armchair. That's a fire. I know what they are. An archaeology. Blah de blah de blah. Is there anything I want to look up? The vase of Nectanebo. That's what I said. That it? No, I wrote Netanezbo. But, you know, I try my best. Okay. Tradition says that Nectanebo, the last native pharaoh of Egypt, was the greatest magician of all the pharaohs. His vase is shrouded in legend. It is said many adventurers and archaeologists have become obsessed with finding it through history. Once they attain it, they have a sudden and complete change in personality, often disappearing and leaving their lives and families behind. Interesting. And this is the vase that Hisham wants? Aha. The last owner of the vase was Wilhelmina Blake, whose uncle, Lord Barnum Blake, had recovered it from Giza in the late 1700s. She disappeared not long after that. The current whereabouts of the vase is unknown, because Hisham thinks it belongs to her family, I think. This vase sounds cursed. Ding, ding, ding. Hypothesis. We're cracking off all over the place. Okay, I know we're at the end of episode, but let's have a quick switch back over here. Woo! Anyone else with exclamation marks? Right, tell me. Lord... I can't hypothesize, I can just think. Wilhelmina Blake, last owner of the vase, what became of her? I need to make a family tree, don't I? Right, I'm adding it to the list. Whoa! Which means more library stuff. The vase has a long storied history before being acquired by the Blake family, so I can discuss that with her. I don't know if it'll give us anything more solid, but it might do. Look at all these inconclusive threads there. So she's searching for the vase. She makes the drawing of the vase with this, I think. 10 out of 13 evidence pieces found. That's cool. I never noticed that before. She's an archaeologist from Egypt. What did she come to the West of Ireland to dig up? The vase, right? Oh, I can make hypothesis. Ara Wisham's goal is to... I don't know, like... recover the vase. But she's frustrated because it's in the bloody basement. Reclaim. Here we go. Reclaim the... vase. Stolen vase. But she is tired because it is cursed. But she is obsessed because it is not here. Well, it said cursed, didn't it? It said it's a cursed vase. So let's go with tired because it is cursed. What if... No, that can't be it. Obsessed because it's cursed? What if... I know what happened here. Okay.
Miss Hisham is searching for a vase stolen by Wilhelmina Blake, but she doesn't know it's cursed. I should find and confront her about this.
We have got so much going on. Look at all this shit up here. Hypothesis, thingamajiggy, actions. There we go. We've got explorations into the field of archaeology. Oh, that's because I just clicked on the books. No. Sorry, I just clicked on that. Before we finish up this episode, look at all this. Wait, you can't see my finger. I mean, just look at it. Look at it. Got to confront fear. Got to act on Lloyd Dupre. Got to confront Hisham. I've got to act on Dr. Callahan. Okay, I really want to record another episode tomorrow just to make sure this is all still in my brain. Lots of stuff to do. Lots of stuff to do. Next episode. In an hour where everyone's either eating or in the bar or disappeared. I guess I'll wander the grounds and there might be time for some lucid sleeping. I don't know. Next episode. Thanks again for joining little old me in this thing. If you want to like, if you want to subscribe, if you want to leave a comment, I love your comments. Please leave a comment. That's what I want the most. Yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye bye for now.